A lovely Tuesday morning, great people. Thank you very much for coming through for us at this time. It is 24 minutes before 8 o'clock. You're listening to the Integrity Station, Splash 105.5 FM. We're broadcasting this morning live from the big city of Ibadan, capital of Oyo State, Nigeria. We'll say good morning to you. Thank you very much. My name is Tunde Olawuwo, and Sports Bang, the second edition for this week, and it promises to be exciting. The first story on my table has to do with the world of basketball from the length of the senior national team of Nigeria. That's the male team, the Tigers. We also have stories from the CAF Confederations Cup, the groupings, the pairings, the chances, the permutations. We'll discuss all of it this morning. And in Europe, Champions League gets our attention again, and that is one of the things we have listed for you on our Facebook fan page this morning, Splash 105.5 FM. UEFA Champions League matches tonight. Atletico Madrid versus Chelsea. They've got history, they've got pedigree. This is not the first time they will be squaring up in the Champions League, not even at this stage. And don't also forget the other one, Lazio versus Bayern Munich. One of those games that even Ferrami will be scared to predict. It looks like one-way traffic, Lazio versus Bayern Munich. But then again, Champions League sometimes present upsets, so it is not impossible. This and more you'll be getting on Sports Bank this morning. Remember, your all-important feedback is very dear to us this morning. You can get on our Facebook fan page and our Twitter as well at Splash FM 1055. Drop your comments and we shall take them at the appropriate time. Okay, Blessing for always here this morning.
Yes,
how are you?
I'm fine, Tunde. Good morning to you. Good morning to the city. Good morning to Ferrami. It's great to be back here again. Another day to talk sports, and most importantly, the fact that the UEFA Champions League is back. I'm looking forward to some excitement like we had from last week. The kind of excitement we saw in the
troubles for Barcelona, the Champions League.
Again, yes.
You started.
Wahala.
When I said
Wahala for those who know the Champions League. I know wahala for all of them. But I was just saying that I was hoping to have the kind of results we saw with PSG and Barcelona last week in today's games.
What do you mean the kind of results you saw last week? What's special about
how one man ran the show, and how many people didn't expect PSG to go away to Camp Nou to win that game?
So who is that one man?
Maybe Joe Felix.
I don't know.
You're looking forward to running the show?
If Suarez is there.
Yeah, Joe Felix is another young guy.
Are you telling me that the two of you are actually on the same page? Ganging up against Chelsea?
No, this is not about ganging up.
You said Joe Felix.
No, I'm just saying.
Suarez. What's going on?
She brought up the idea. She brought up, that conversation. I'm just
buttressing
her point. How about Timo Werner? It's possible. So we just have to wait and see what happens in that one. Good morning to you.
That's one of balance.
That didn't come from his church mind. I'm sorry.
That's not good.
We need a studio mind. That's all we need, right?
That's what matters.
Okay, good morning, guys. Let's get going quickly. And maybe, just maybe, if the opportunity, if we have the time, we may open the phone lines to get to hear you live this morning. There's a kind of energy that we get, listening to you live, dropping your comments and your views about some of the things we'll be looking at. Starting from basketball, the race to represent Nigeria in the basketball event of the forthcoming Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games is getting hot as about 70 players are vying for the few slots available. The men's national team, the Tigers, won all their matches at the just concluded AfroBasket qualifiers in Tunisia to book a spot at the 2021 championship built to hold in Rwanda later in the year. Yesterday, the Nigerian Basketball Federation, NBBF, said 70 players, including those from the AfroBasket qualifiers, will be screened by the national team coaches when the Tokyo Olympics campaign begins in July. NBBF Vice President Babs Ogwade said the Tigers' performance at the AfroBasket qualifiers showed that Nigeria has a quality team that will put smiles on the faces of Nigerians at the Olympics. For the first time since Nigeria's historic participation at the Pyeongchang 2018 Winter Olympics, 6 Nigerian athletes and 2 coaches will return to the city for training ahead of the next Winter Olympics slated for Beijing, China in 2022. The contingent will leave Lagos today. All 6 athletes and coaches were recruited in Nigeria during a session by Technical Director of the Bobsled and Skeleton Federation, Dr. Shewa Adigun, and Ghanaian skeleton athlete Akwasi Fripong. The bobsled quoted are Perpetua Nwana, Shekinat Alaude, Ahmed Yusuf, and Dixon Ugochukwu, while skeleton as Khadijat Falawiyo and Emmanuel Akimbo. Coaches on the trip are Friday Brahim and Imam Ikarbome. Adigo will join the team from our base in the US. You know, this is one sport that if you're based in Nigeria, there's no point aspiring.
No way.
No point dreaming.
Without no way. Hey, but Tunde, you just said no point dreaming. I think I would like to differ on that because what's the dream that started with somebody who is based in the US has extended to those who are in Nigeria here. And these people are actually leaving from Nigeria to South Korea to continue their training. The passion was planted in their hearts from somebody who...
Are they based in Nigeria?
They're based in Nigeria, yes.
Good.
So they've been running around doing the normal training in the stadium, but now they are going to get trained
some kind of acclimatization.
Exactly, acclimatized with the weather that comes with bobsleighing and skeleton. But I'm just happy that, you know, when Shewa Adigun, Ngozi Nwumere, and the rest of the gang, four of them, when they set out to do this, to do something that has never been done in the history of Nigeria, many people didn't give them a chance. Even they themselves, they felt like, okay, what did we have to lose at this point? Let's just go ahead and do it. And look at what it has turned to for Nigeria. From there, we created a federation, the bobsleighing, and you know that has been in charge of all of this. So I think
that we never had.
So it's the ripple effect that I'm looking at, and I'm very, very happy that something like that has grown to be. It's still small at this stage, but for me, I look at it that it is actually very big, and it can grow to be something bigger.
You see, that's the thing about us. We're unstoppable once we set our mind at something.
Yes,
you know, even gymnastics.
Yes.
Some people would think that at the Olympics, at that level, it's not something that we can, be skilled at. Yeah. But trust me,
if we put our
all we need is one person.
Just one person to break the door, put your mind to it, and then, you know, they didn't have the support from the government as such. It was just them trying to put their names, you know, imprint their names in the sands of time, and look at how where it has gotten them. I look at this a sport like swimming, for instance. We have very good swimmers in obscure places in this country. If we are willing to put our hearts to it, we can also get something done.
I mean, one of those swimmers is sitting right beside you.
Sorry?
Yeah? You've not seen me swim before, so you can't say.
So,
I'm sitting beside you.
Let's say you have 1 minute to pitch yourself.
Good.
You know, tell us,
please,
you know, what you've done,
this.
what you can do.
I need to
not
just
professionally, calm down. Not professionally. You don't have to record anything, calm down. But I know that I know how to swim, and that's just it. Let's move on.
You asked the pitch in 1 minute. Is that a pitch?
That's the best you can put forward.
Let's go on. Whatever I say now, you won't actually believe me until you see me do it.
Is that what you should be saying?
What if you want to see me do it?
Given the blankets, opportunity.
It's more than just saying. I can actually literally convince you, but you might still not believe me. But when you see,
I hope that he'll be telling me about the different skills in swimming that he would employ or that he has been employing. There's different styles that he has been employing.
Butterflies there. We have the backstroke. A lot of them. So
you have this on tape, right?
Let's move on.
Yeah, we can easily move on. 3 former African club champions have been drawn together in Group A of this season's Confederation Cup. South Africa's Orlando Pirates won the continental title in 1995, while Algeria's Etente Setiv and Nigeria's Enyimba have both won the crown twice. Remember, we're telling you about the CAF Champions League, or you can also, Confederations Cup here. But then again, Enyimba won the Confederations Cup.
No, they've never.
So there's a mix-up.
They're beginning to be the first. No, they won the Champions League.
Champions League 2003, 2004.
The teams in their group are Champions League winners, but they are all in Confederations Cup.
So we'll say champions at the continental level.
Exactly.
They're joined in Group A by Libya's Al Ahly Benghazi in the continent's second-tier club competition. The group stage matches are due to begin next month, with the top 2 in each group progressing to the quarterfinals. So let's quickly do a rundown of Group A to B. Groups A to B. In Group A, you have Al Ahly Benghazi of Libya, Orlando Pirates from South Africa, Etente Setiv from Algeria, and Enyimba from Nigeria. Fermi, what do you think about this? Al Ahly from Benghazi, Orlando Pirates from South Africa, City from Algeria, and Enyimba. This is
a very tough
group.
You might want to say it's even the group of death right then that's in the Confederations Cup, because these guys they're winners in their own right. Orlando Pirates at this point in time 5th in their league. Talking about Setif 1st in their particular league as well, and Al Ahly Benghazi, they're not so bad as well in their league, and of course Enyimba, they've got the experience. Remember, I think the last time out they got to the semi-finals of this particular competition, so they will be open to actually do one more than what they did last time out. What I can just say is for them to make sure that they get all the needed 3 points at home. Make sure you don't lose ground at home. Make sure you get all the maximum point at home, and try as much as possible to go away and pick 1 or 2 points. Who says you can actually qualify? What matters is for you to actually get past this group stage and qualify to the next round, which I believe they can actually do. They are not underdogs. Talking about Enyimba, they've been there before. They know how to play this competition. They have the experience and they've got the quality. So I believe they can actually do it. It might be a little bit difficult for them, but they have to start well and start picking those points as quick as possible if they want to qualify to the next round. So I think they can actually do it.
In Group B, you have Napsa Stars from Zambia, Cotton Sport from Cameroon, GS Kabylie from Algeria, and RS Berkane from Morocco. Group C, Gerard from Senegal, Salitas from Burkina Faso, CX Faxin from Tunisia, and 2 young Buffaloes. In Group D, Namungo Primero Agosto, and in Nkana FC, Pyramids, and Raja Casablanca. Because of time, let's go now to the Champions League. Shortly, we will be bringing you the Premier League updates courtesy of the BBC. Chelsea will be without defender Thiago Silva for the first leg of their Champions League last 16 tie against Atletico Madrid later this evening. However, midfielders Kai Havertz and Christian Pulisic are fit again and could feature in Romania. Atletico's injured absentees include Jose Jimenez, Sam Vasalico, and Yannick Carrasco, while Etorera recently tested positive for COVID-19. But Luis Suarez and João Felix should both start for the La Liga leaders. Kieran Trippier also misses out for the Spanish club, with the England fullback still serving a suspension for breaking betting rules. Chelsea going to the tie unbeaten in 7 matches in all competitions since Thomas Tuchel replaced Frank Lampard as manager in January. But while a switch of venue from Madrid to Bucharest due to coronavirus travel restriction to be a disadvantage to Atletico, Tuchel says the game will still provide a side with a huge challenge. Feromi,
I mean,
what's your take on this game?
This is going to be a very huge one for Atletico Madrid, because like you rightly said, a lot of injury worries for them. Their key players are out at this point in time. Yannick Carrasco, Hector Herrera. These are guys that has actually been the backbone, for Atletico Madrid doing so well so far this season. And these guys are going to be out of this, of this particular game. So I think, and another disadvantage for them is the fact that they are not going to be playing at home. They're playing away from home, so to say, because of the COVID-19 and all that. So I think maybe this might just be a little bit of advantage for, Chelsea going into this one. But then, you never say never when you have a Diego Simeone right there. He can still actually do what he knows how to do best, winning games and all that. Remember, they lost during the course of the weekend to Levante, so they'll be looking to actually bounce back against Chelsea later today. For me, I think, it might actually head out in a draw later today in that particular one.
Maybe. Who would have thought some months back that if you get drawn against a side from England, it could be to your own disadvantage because of the COVID-19 restriction rules. Some of these countries are, especially against
tough rules.
The UK. Last week we saw Leipzig against Liverpool.
Arsenal and Benfica as well.
Even though Liverpool have been struggling badly in the league, they still had a good result, what you call an away victory against Leipzig. This could also, have that appearance. Yes. There's nothing as good as you playing at home.
Definitely.
In
the comfort of a home that you know very well, you understand the pitch very well, the environment very well. That definitely would impact on Atletico Madrid. But I feel like the mental strength for them will be how they rise against this challenge that is in front of them at the moment. And it's all about trying to get one over Chelsea. They have history, like you said earlier on. They've known each other. They've played against each other a couple of times. And I also remember this UEFA Super Cup. Perhaps that's the biggest memory of this particular game that comes to my mind for Atletico Madrid and Chelsea. But
is that not the game where Falcao scored 4?
Yes, for England. Fair enough. But yeah, so I think like maybe Diego Simeone can ride on the wave of that, rise above whatever restrictions that they might be having in terms of COVID-19 to get this one, because you want to fancy winning at home at the very least, quote and unquote.
Ferromi has scored this a draw. What do you think?
Atletico Madrid to win 3-1.
Really?
Yes.
That's daring.
Yes.
Bayern Munich boss Anto Flick says his side must return to top form when they visit Lazio in the Champions League last season first leg today as well. Bayern have won 6 titles in the past 9 months, but have dropped points in both Bundesliga games in the past week since winning the Club World Cup. Corentin Tolisso, who is injured, and Thomas Muller, isolated with COVID-19, will be among those missing in Rome. We'll take a break right now to catch up with the BBC Premier League update. Remember, in Italy, yesterday, Cristiano Ronaldo scored 2 headers as Juventus beat bottom side Crotone to go within 8 points of leaders Inter Milan. Ronaldo is now Serie A's top scorer this season with 18, overtaking Inter Milan's Romelu Lukaku. In England, Brighton defender Joe Vetman says the manner of their Premier League defeat by Crystal Palace felt like a robbery that has pushed them towards the danger zone. The BBC is here with Premier League update.
Talking about Leeds being in a...
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Hello, I'm Al Ross of BBC Sport, and Christian Benteke scored for Crystal Palace in the 95th minute in a 2-1 win that increases Brighton's relegation fears. The Congo-eligible striker Jean-Philippe Mateta scored his first goal since joining Palace on loan, but when Brighton's Joel Veltman scored after the break, it seemed to be heading for a draw until Benteke's late winner. The BBC's Steve Wilson was commentating and believes this effectively keeps Palace up.
Imagine if they'd lost tonight and, say, then Fulham beat them at the weekend. They would then be right in the mire. As it is, with those 3 points, they're now on 32 points, which is level with Leeds, albeit that Palace have played a game more, and nobody's talking about Leeds being in a relegation fight. So you can't see Palace going down from here. You really can't.
Chelsea are in Champions League action on Tuesday, taking on La Liga leaders Atletico Madrid in Budapest. Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel guided Paris Saint-Germain to last year's final and is expecting a tough challenge.
This is for sure a test, and this is for sure a big test, sportive, physically and mentally. This is a very experienced group. This is a very experienced club on this level. This is a very experienced and tough coach to play against. Yeah, it's a big test, and this is exactly what we want. We want the biggest test because it brings out hopefully the best in us, and we will do it on our way, and they will play their way.
And Leeds boss Marcelo Bielsa has indicated he's ready to sign a new contract, but wants to wait till the end of the season before deciding his future. Bielsa's current deal expires this summer. And for more football news from the BBC, go to bbc.com/football.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Okay, there you listen to the BBC Premier League update. Welcome back on Sports Bank. Fans are set to return to sporting events from Monday, May 17, as Prime Minister Boris Johnson outlined his roadmap for easing coronavirus lockdown restrictions. Okay, remember, there's nobody creates, a solid ambience in football ground better than, fans. Leeds boss Marcelo Bielsa has indicated he's ready to sign a new contract, but will prefer to wait until the end of the season before deciding his future. Okay, let's know what you think. It's all about prediction these days. Yes. Blessing has actually conditioned me to do so.
Yes. So I got today to predict the games coming up tonight. So I'll be posting that on Facebook. I did a video, so you can actually hold him to his words. So it's not then say. So I'm going to post a video of Tunde predicting the matches tonight on Facebook. Go on Facebook and search for Just Football, Splash 105.5 FM. Just Football, Splash 105.5 FM. So I'll be posting the videos there for you to see what the guys are predicting.
Okay. I never get those things wrong.
Really?
Mention one.
Now that we have it documented, so we can start taking notes.
It's just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time.
Just continue waiting. We should get on our Facebook right now okay? We're really, really out of time. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Do we have somebody trying to get through? If maybe 0809-155-1055, 0805-699-8678, or 0706949. We have just maybe say 1 minute before we leave. On the front page of Sporting Live newspaper today, Tuchel has improved Blues. That's from Diego Simeone. Mount plays down injury concerns. Head injury update: Victor Osimhen for repeat test today. No complications from CT scan diagnostic test. Nigerian to miss Thursday's UEFA Champions League round of 32 return leg. Okay. Your final takes.
Final one for me is just the Turkish Women's Cup. Nigeria will be in action today. That's Super Falcons of Nigeria will be in action against Equatorial Guinea. They've had 2 victories from 2 games played so far. Randy Wardrum, I cannot judge him based on that tournament yet, but hey, it's been good so far.
I mean, he's been unbeaten so far. So I think.
And they say the manager is good as his last result, but
he's done
I still
so
can't
far.
judge him.
Even
on
that's
that
the side also. That's the side also, but he's done so far.
That's your final take.
That's my final take. Thank you so much for having me.
Something just dropped. Can I still change my prediction?
No way.
No, I have new facts now.
No, sorry.
What are the facts?
It's my recording.
Your prediction is locked. Sorry.
That's blackmail.
It's not.
So in case it doesn't go well, let this be on record that I wanted to change it.
So next time.
But if it goes well, it's all fine.
Next time.
But if it doesn't go well, I want to change it. You didn't allow it.
Imagine that.
Okay? It's a kind of blackmail. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful
Catch us on
Tuesday.
Facebook. I'll post that.
Thanks to Bolu this morning, to Benga. My name is Tunde Olawuwo. Bye-bye.
Splash FM 105.5.